Could this be the last we'll see of The Last of Us? Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're discussing the latest news concerning The Last of Us Game 2 and The Last of Us the television series, and specifically whether there will even be a series after the public backlash and dismal fan support Game 2 is receiving. Back in March, I premiered a video entitled What We Know So Far. You can check that out in the link above. There, I discussed the show's planned release on HBO, how Season 1 would cover Game 1 primarily, and show producer and writer Craig Mazin's assurance that the show would remain faithful to the characters in the game. Since that time, however, we've had Game 2's release, and it's seemingly reversing course to the great dismay of fans. Bounding in the Comics reported just hours ago on the user score announcement. The results were surprising. A game which has been highly anticipated since 2014 scored a 3.4 on Metacritic, and that's from almost 9,000 ratings. Principal complaints include the following. Users felt Naughty Dog ruined beloved characters and created a terrible story in the process that makes the game unbearable to even finish. That the majority of the game filled with plot holes, taking elements of what worked in the first game without understanding what made them compelling. That the game has poor contrived writing that's trying to prove a point that's forced and unconvincing. That the characters are non-evolving, and that the gameplay is non-interesting. Users also criticize the absence of character motivation. While certain aspects of the game were praised, namely the graphics and the score, many users still felt that the game was disrespectful to the characters and to the franchise as a whole. Not to mention, Game 2 has also received incredible backlash for the false advertising, as it's been revealed that certain key characters that appeared in the advertisement were replaced entirely in those scenes in the game itself. And worst of all, users have criticized the character relationship development, which was, for many fans, myself included, the most important and beloved part of the game. So what does this mean for The Last of Us, the show? Well, production on the television show was expected to begin following the game's release, presumably dependent at least in part on the success of the game. But HBO has passed on similar projects before with much more solid fan support at the time they were pitched, such as The Walking Dead. Would the studio really take a chance on a series that the most ardent fans have turned entirely against? That may depend on whether the game's new direction and their new targeted audience, clearly not the existing fan base, would be large enough and interested enough to make the show a success. What we can bet on is that if the game loses money, it's all but certain that we will never see a series on HBO or anywhere else. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on The Last of Us 2, the game, and the television series based on Game 1? Do you think the show is still on, or is it dead on arrival? Drop your comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.